We are live. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This podcast is going to be about Nintendo. Shocking, breaking news.
No way. That's crazy.
So we're going to talk about tonight some of the Age of Imprisonment Creators Voice, some of that video, because Nintendo dropped that little nugget, and it's going to be a nice little fun conversation to talk about some Zelda. It's been a while, man. It's been a while since we had a good Zelda conversation.
Yeah, I actually need to go back and read the subtitles on all that again, because I missed a lot of it the first time. The one thing I saw was just
luckily, Drip, I got I got like 4 bullet points here. The 4 main bullet points from the subtitles I have, so I'll bring them to you.
Cool.
And then we're going to talk about Samsung pressuring Nintendo for OLED Switch 2s.
Bullies. Samsung.
Bully. They've been bullies since day one, Drip. That's how it's been. But we're a little disoriented because Drip and I just spent, and we're a little bit late as well for the live stream. Drip and I just spent the past 40 minutes messing around with like a new type of streaming for like to do our show. It's still good for you guys. Nothing's gonna change. It's still gonna be on YouTube, everything like that. Nothing to worry about.
It'll look cooler. It'll look better.
Yeah, we're trying to upgrade some stuff in the back end. I thought we could actually do it tonight, but we can't. So we gotta do some more testing, run that around. And,
we almost did it. It's so close.
Almost. Welcome to the stream, Power Matt. What's up, man? I'm gonna ping the Discords now. Ping. If you're watching this after the live stream is concluded and you're watching a live stream VOD, God bless you, number 1. But number 2, if you'd like to fast forward a little bit in the stream here, because you can do that because they're not live anymore. We're going to be talking about we're going to have to actually have the real show in a few more minutes. But we're going to do a pre-show here, which I don't have set up. Bam! Pre-show button. I like me the pre-show button. I'm going to say this now. This Bloomberg post is not a leak. It's just what they want to sell. You're talking about... You're talking about tonight, the OLED thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, no, nothing's set, but I mean,
right. Yo,
still
what's
interesting
up,
to talk about.
What's up, Ty? How you doing? Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Switch to hysteria, indeed, man. I didn't get to talk about this Drip yet. I was gonna tell him the pre-show, but I'll tell him now. I have a case, Drip. I have a case of the Excities. Not the Excities. I got a case of the Excities because Widowy.
Case of the Excities.
Widowy in 2 weeks after our podcast airs live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern.
I know.
We're gonna be. You're gonna be going right away. I will be uploading this stream, grabbing Abby by the shoulder, throwing her over my shoulder, and running. No need for a car. I'll be so excited. I don't need no cars needed. I'll be running with Abby on my back to Best Buy. That's where I'm getting my Switch. To Best Buy for a midnight launch.
Yep, I'll be there.
2 weeks.
I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't want to wait in line forever. Are they gonna have 2 separate lines? Like, here's the people who pre-ordered. You get in this line. If you're waiting to get a system that we have in stock, get in this line.
The midnight, they're not selling systems in store midnight. They're only doing pre-orders midnight.
They're only doing the pre-order pickups?
I'm asking. I don't know, but that sounds wrong.
Well, I don't know.
Me.
Yeah, I don't know either. Because I don't want to have to go super early. Because I mean, I don't care if I have to wait. Like, there's only so many people that were there to get one. You know, we're all gonna just go back again.
It won't be very early. I mean, by the time I'm done uploading and stuff, it'll only be about an hour until for me, the timing works out perfectly. In fact, I might be a little bit behind the line. Depending on how many people
I'm gonna have to
like
take a big nap before the podcast or something, and then
yeah, because
I'm gonna do an unboxing as soon as I get back. Yeah, I have to do it.
You need a nap. I'm the one gonna be editing your unboxing after you done.
Yeah, you better be sleeping all day. You better just change your whole schedule around to be a nighttime.
Sleep, man.
Hey,
no.
Are we doing beer of the week?
Sleep.
Are we doing beer of the week in the show, or are we doing it in the pre-show?
What do you want to do? You want to do it in the show?
I don't care. I can't show it.
Let's do it in the show. Let's do it in the show. I mean, you could drink it. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I want to put it in the glass too. I guess I'll just.
I'll talk about the show when we get started.
Wait and open it. I kind of want to try it for the first time. Like, I'll wait.
Do whatever you want, man. It's whatever you like. What's up, Jeff?
It's so weird. I will tell you this. It's from that brewery I like from. Where are they from? Maryland. Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah.
Dewclaw,
that's right. I was on tip of my tongue too.
It's from them, but it's weird.
Nice.
It's not a sour, so I know you're expecting that. It's not.
back in the day.
Who all we got in here? Dude's a monster.
Dude, can we get a shout out for Dude right now? Because Dude is, first of all, Dude is killing it on YouTube. I just want to.
I know. I saw that. Congratulations.
Almost, man.
Hey,
you are the work is paying off.
If you're not subscribed to Dude's a monster, go do it right now.
Indeed.
He's very close to a milestone.
Yes, he is. Please help him get over the hump. He needs like what, 50 more subs. And if you guys like
Something
Call of Duty,
like that.
if you guys like Call of Duty, I like Call of Duty, but I'm not like invested in the community. But Dude is your guy for Call of Duty. Like he's fighting for you. He's like a politician for Call of Duty.
He is.
Does the Lord's work. So go follow Dude on YouTube. My man's
Dude has some thick beers. They do. I like their sours. That's what I usually get. This is not a sour. It is the opposite of a sour.
It's a sweetie.
Also, if you're hanging out, which a couple of you are, if you don't mind, leave a like because it helps push it to new people. And we always are looking for new people to come hang out with us. Is a sweet?
I said sweet.
Kind of. Yes, actually, kind of, maybe, sort of. I don't know. I don't know how far they're going to go with the flavor name and the actual flavor. You know what I mean? Sometimes beer can be weird like that. They tell you it's like it's this, but then you taste it and you're like, no, that's actually a sweaty foot. But close. That's how I feel about IPAs most of the time. You play World at War. Oh, yo, Ty, what's up? I'm trying to go back and see who else here.
Indeed. Yeah, so we got eight likes right now with 17 people hanging out. If we can get
9.
If we can get 17 likes to match our current, well, now it's changed. Let's get to 15 likes before I say poopy doopy. Poop-de-doop-de-doop-de. Poop-de-doop-de-day.
IPAs also look like somebody had their foot in them. They do. They do.
Listen, I like IPAs. I don't know what the deal is with people dislike on IPAs.
I just don't, man.
Like I
don't.
Because here's the thing: when I'm drinking an IPA, it's normally off the tap at a brewery or a bar at least, and it's with like I'm eating it with food that's like super, pungent's the wrong word, like flavorful, like a burger, like a craft burger with my craft IPA.
Well, yeah, we've had this.
Like that,
we've had this conversation.
Like, I'm not.
Wow, we haven't had this conversation in a long time.
I'm not just sitting here.
This is a conversation we have every summer. Actually,
maybe I'm not drinking like an IPA just like for shits and giggles here on a podcast, hanging out with you. That's what Busch Light Apple is for. But I'll be drinking an IPA, like I said, at a bar or at a brewery while eating like a cheeseburger, a barbecue cheeseburger or something, or like something like really like. Where the IPA can like cut straight through all those flavors and give you that good IPA beer flavor while still enjoying like a good, you know what I mean? It's like a flavor experience. You know what I mean? It's not for everybody. I get it, but 11 likes. That's much better, guys. That's much better.
Says,
I appreciate that.
Supposedly coming back to Nintendo, I'm guessing he's talking about Call of Duty. Maybe the boys will play with me. It's not supposedly. 100%. It is guaranteed. There are contracts in place. They have to put it on Nintendo.
Dude, I can't wait
10 years,
to play Call of Duty with you. Like, I can't wait. And I'm mainly interested.
I don't know.
I'm mainly interested in the older Call of Duties. Like, I want to see the older Call of Duties come to Switch. But the newer, I'm not against the newer ones. I just haven't found the money or the will to buy it yet and play it.
I don't know.
I need a reason to.
It's something like that.
And the Switch 2 would be a good reason.
Shooty games. Fortnite is now back on iOS.
It is. How was your iPad?
I played a few rounds last night. It's so weird on a phone, man. You don't even have to like shoot. You just aim, and if you're aiming at them, it shoots. Oh, that's like cheating.
Did you try the iPad experience yet?
Not yet. No, I didn't. I did it on my phone a few times, and I plugged in a controller to my phone and tried it. It was all right, but.
I can
you
report.
Did the iPad?
Yeah, I can report to you. So I got the M1 Pro. So the M1 chips in the iPad Pro we got. The M1 could run the game. Now, I set everything to high. It doesn't look great. I'll tell you right now, it doesn't look great. But that's not the iPad's fault. That's like Fortnite's fault. Because I set it all to high. And it just doesn't look great. It looks good. Like, I mean, it looks good. But the cool thing is, I set it to 120 FPS. Because it's got the high refresh rate display. So Abby was playing some Fortnite last night on a 120 FPS OLED panel.
That's pretty cool.
I just wish the game looked better. It just didn't. It doesn't look very good. It looks very mobile-y. You know what I mean? It looks very low-res textures and stuff. So
yeah, it did. It still looks better than Switch though.
Yeah. Oh, Miles. I mean miles.
Yeah, still looks better than Switch.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what type of experience we're gonna get
Mobley.
on Switch too with Fortnite. I'm very interested to see what it looks like. I think it's gonna be, I mean, pretty decent.
Yo, this beer, holy shit. So much to open. Andrew Reynolds, what's up, man? IPSs.
We already did that.
Oh, I see that. Yep. I'm with it. I'm trying to go back a little bit, make sure I didn't miss anything. Joey Pitts, what's up, man? Did you guys see Donkey Kong's new design? Yes, I actually prefer the new Donkey Kong over the old Donkey Kong by like a mile. How do you feel about the new Donkey Kong?
Hold on.
Drip.
The new Diddy Kong?
Oh, Did I read it wrong?
Design? I did not see
Diddy
the new
Kong.
Diddy Kong.
I did. Okay, so I saw Diddy Kong. I saw very little difference. There's hardly any difference. I think like his toes are more toe-like and less like circular.
What?
I think that's the one thing I noticed. Yeah, they just updated design. They updated Donkey Kong design, Drip, and then they just kind of tweaked Diddy Kong's as well.
I mean, I know Donkey Kong is redesigned, obviously.
New Diddy's nice too. Other Diddy not so nice. What do you mean? Oh, Jeffrey, how could you go there? How could you go there, Jeffrey? Jeffrey.
Here it is. It's not.
13 likes. I'm so happy, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Just don't forget to like.
Not massive difference.
No, it's not a massive difference at all. It ain't at all. Me, I can actually look this up. Actually, do you want to just get started with the show? I think we're due. If you want to just get started.
Sure. I'm looking. Yeah, that's cool. I just wanted to see it. Yeah, it's not a huge difference. It looks fine. That's good. I'm not like upset with it.
You're gonna have to change his name before a redesign. Come on, yeah. I think that Diddy came before that Diddy. You know, like I think Diddy Kong came before the other Diddy. So, actually, is that true? Actually, because Diddy's he's not a young man.
I don't know. He wasn't called Diddy back then.
That's true. What was he back then? I forget.
Puff Daddy.
See, I wasn't confident. I knew he was Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy. Then he was Puffy.
Puffy.
And he was just Diddy.
What's up, It? I'll call you It. Good to see It. It. I don't think Diddy was in 84.
What was in 84?
Actually, that Diddy changed his name to Diddy after. I'm confused because we're talking about Diddies and Diddies. This is confusing me. Let's start the show, Drip. Do you want to get going with the show and get off the Diddy conversation?
You can age people what they're calling Diddy or Puffy. Right? I call him Puff Daddy. That's how old I am.
I remember Puff Daddy. I just don't. I couldn't. In the moment, I couldn't associate Puff Daddy. I wasn't like singing Puff Daddy songs back in the day or anything.
You weren't? Damn.
No, I probably was an infant. Dude,
I was a big Mace fan too.
Puff Father. Let's go to the show, Drip.
Puff Father.
All right, turn the music off. Good Lord.
Oh, not Puff Father.
What'd you do, Jeff? You derailed everything. One little comment, you've derailed everything. Oh my God. That's what a good commenter does, man.
Are we covering the trial?
No.
Yeah, that's what the podcast is going to turn into.
Stop it. No more. I feel like we're YouTube's going to put us down to the bottom of the barrel because we said Diddy too much. Diddy Kong. YouTube. Confirmed that Split Fiction game can share with Switch One. I don't know, Drip. Can it? That's a good question.
Split Fiction.
Yeah. It's a good question.
If it's cross-platform, I don't see why not. Is it cross-platform?
No.
I mean,
I think they're talking about game share, the game share feature.
Oh, I don't even know if it has the game share feature. I don't know if
we don't know.
It, does it?
We're not the right people to ask because we're not experts.
That's
not experts.
That's on a game by game basis. So I don't even know if it actually has the game sharing thing. I don't even know if it's going to get it.
Right.
So that'd be the first That'd be the first thing to figure out.
Yeah. Goal tonight, guys, is 20 likes before the end of this live streams. And we're almost there. We got 14 likes already. So appreciate you guys. If you can help us get there, that'd be great. 30 likes would be phenomenal. So appreciate you guys. And we're going to start the show now. Here we go. Drip, we didn't even talk about topics or anything. But you know what we're doing.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It's in the pod room. I got the set list there.
Cool. I mean, yeah, I know what we're talking about. Let's go.
I'm in the wrong Discord server. Whoops. Get over here. Okay, starting the show. Welcome everyone to the Drip G Podcast. I'm your host Uncle G, and with me is host Drip Media Gaming. For this podcast live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can also become a member of this podcast, get extra podcast content every single month. You can also leave us a 5-star review and tell us how dumb we are. And because people say that kind of stuff all the time to us. It's commonplace. I'm a moron. Drip, how you doing?
I'm great. Wonderful. Fantastic. How are you? How are you?
Great, Drip. You know why? Ask me why.
Because you have a case of the, I forget what it is. What did you say you had?
I don't know. What did I say? The Excities?
I don't know.
I think I have a case of the Excities today, guys. You know why? Because we are exactly, if you got your Switch for pre-order for midnight launch, 2 weeks away from the launch. Next, in 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks. After this podcast is concluded live Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, Drip and I are going to be running our little butts over to GameStop and Best Buy, respectively, and be picking up our Switches and working. Because Drip will be, Drip is going to be recording that video. Unboxing that video. I'm going to be editing the unboxing. We're going to get that stuff, get that video up, probably that morning?
I mean, I don't know. I figure we should just throw it up. Like,
immediately, I think so. Because you
put it up. Who cares if it's like 1 in the morning? Throw it out there.
You got the EU audience. You know what I mean? like,
I mean, it's still everybody's getting it the same day. So let's throw it up. Once it's done, it's going up.
Yeah,
I'll make thumbnails for all that stuff
before.
But I do have some news. A little bit of news.
What is that?
I stopped over at GameStop today. Went over, made a little payment on my pre-order. I only have $9 more. Only $9 more on my system.
Very good.
I still owe everything on the camera and the controller, but I've knocked the price down significantly. So
very good.
Good to go.
I'm all clean. I'm not sure if I mentioned this last week. I wasn't if I paid it off or not last week, but I'm all good. We paid it all off.
Yeah.
It's done. Everything's paid. I'm super excited, man. Super excited.
I think we talked about that in a video. Like just a recorded episode, not a live.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, good bringing that up, Drip. We're gonna get to the topic tonight, guys. We got stuff to talk about. We're gonna talk about Zelda, Age of Imprisonment, and we're gonna talk about Samsung apparently having sway in Nintendo's decisions, but maybe or maybe not.
Being bullies.
But we are. What was it? What crap? I just forgot. Brain fart. What are we talking about?
We record episodes now, not just do them live. We're putting out about 3 episodes a week at this point.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, some of these episodes are like 20 minutes long. Some of them, like we've been doing this for the past month now. Drip. It's been about a month. We've been putting out extra episodes. Tuesdays and Thursdays are the days that we're uploading these recorded episodes. They can be as short as 20 minutes. They could be as long as an hour. We just did
yesterday's was an hour.
Yeah, we just did a whole hour yesterday talking about what did we talk about yesterday?
We talked about all the games that got all the free upgrades. We went over all that stuff, and then we actually had a list that G made about games that we think should be on the list next. Which those were actually pretty cool. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure that you go do that. Oh, Mega Boy just gave me the $9 to finish my pre-order.
Yay, Mega Boy! Hey, Mega Boy just helped Drip live pay off his pre-order. Thank you, Mega Boy.
Awesome.
There you go.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, Mega Boy.
That's good. Hey, before I forget, let's do Beer of the Week.
Beer of the Week. We're gonna. We promise this Nintendo show will get there. I promise. I'm so self-conscious.
We're trying to bring this back to.
Yeah, I really
do. If you're here for the Nintendo stuff only, you're in the wrong place. We
That's a
just
good
do
point.
other stuff.
That's a good
you
point.
know?
I'll start
It's
because
fine.
it's obvious what I'm drinking. I'll be drinking this probably forever. And by forever, I mean is whenever 60 Busch Light apples run out. That's how long I'll be
I
drinking
can't
these.
find it anymore, dude. I can't find it.
Really? That sucks.
It's nowhere. Everywhere I go. I saw it whenever I had some here. I saw it once in my Kroger, and now it's just gone.
Yeah.
I can't find it anywhere. I have something super weird. I went over to the Gucci Kroger because I thought maybe there's some Busch Apple over there. They did not. So I went with another brewery that I really love, Dew Claw Brewing.
Mhm.
You know, I've told you about them, all their sours and stuff they have.
That's right.
This is not a sour. It's also kind of high in alcohol content. It is an 8%. It is a white stout.
Ooh.
It is called the Pastryarchy Cookies and Cream.
Oh, Dew
Yeah.
Claw, bring it out the
I
cookies
know,
and
right?
cream
I was like,
beer?
that is actually like,
Wow.
that sounds amazing.
It
But these, I
does.
feel like these go either way. It's like, oh man, that's really good. Or it's just like, oh, that tastes really bad. And nothing like what
It's not
you
always a home
say
run.
it's going to taste like.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be quite dark, but it's actually a white stout. So,
A white stout.
probably
Do you have a
not
glass?
dark.
You got a glass?
I do have a
wanna
glass.
I want to see a pour on this. Like, very
I want to get
curious.
a taste first, and then we'll get a pour.
Okay. Let's get a little sip. He's taking this little sip. There we go. First impressions.
Pretty fucking good, actually. Okay, you don't really get like
Ooh.
a lot of you do get the cream, but it does have that chocolatey, like that chocolate stout flavor.
Okay.
Like a lot of it. It is like very chocolatey.
But it's sweet though.
It's a little sweet, but it's still got that like, stout. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Because my
here.
least
Like
favorite part about like dark beers is how like bitter and dark they are. I think I'm dumb to say it like that. Dark beer, of course, it's gonna be
Okay.
dark. But
This is really good, actually.
is it blending like a sweeter, lighter beer flavor with a
Yeah, okay,
dark
it's really
stout?
smooth. You know how some of those darks like kind of hit you in the back of the throat, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah, I don't like those. Like I'm
This
not a
is
Guinness
like
guy,
a
you know?
very, very smooth. It's very smooth, very chocolatey. I'm not getting a lot of the cream part, the cookies part. Yeah, it's there. Chocolate cookies. Oh man. Let's get a pour.
We have a new member,
What do we got
Drip.
here?
While you're pouring, talk about our new member. Thank you, Joy
Okay,
Pitts.
this is. I mean, it's definitely.
It's not as dark as I would expect.
Well, for a
from a
white
stout. Well, for a stout. So yeah, I get this makes sense for a white stout. For audio people, of course, it's hard for us to describe. It's like a caramel color, right, Drip? A dark caramel. Caramel.
watered down coffee. Let's see if it's any better poured in a glass.
Yeah, it's a good description of it. Looks great.
It's just
man.
good.
It looks great.
I'm with it, man. That's good. That's good. Got to be careful with those though. High alcohol content on that.
Yes,
8%.
Joey Pitt's not a new member. Renewed his membership for 8 months. 8 months. Holy shit. Thank you, Joey Pitts.
That's awesome. Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
you, man.
Really do appreciate that. If you guys want to become a member, you can hit that little button by the subscribe button. I believe that's where it's at. Unless you're on an iPhone, then you're shit out of luck. You're just not allowed to be a member.
Indeed. And actually, speaking of which, Drip, live podcast setting up, for the future. We should do a members pod, like the new format members pod. We should do one of those this week, like tomorrow. Like let's try to squeak in an extra little members pod video because I would like to get 2 of those up a month if we can.
All right, we'll see what we can do. We'll
So-
see what we can do. I got a lot to do, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I got a whole bunch to do tomorrow.
Hey, don't you can't look at Joey Pitts and be like, I got. It's like looking at your son who just asked for McDonald's. Like, no, I got too much to do, son. I can't go get you McDonald's. Like Joey Pitts is looking at your eyes, man. He's like, Dad, can I please
Just
get
want a French
McDonald's?
fry?
I just want a Whittle podcast. Can I just get a Whittle podcast?
Fine. Fine.
There you go. Well, you got all girls. I mean, just imagine a little girl. Daddy. Had a girl say that.
No, God,
Okay, we've stalled enough. Age of imprisonment.
Yeah,
Drip. Age of
we're
imprisonment.
pumped about this one. We're
Super
pumped about
pumped. Still want to see a date on that. Haven't seen.
it. Okay,
that
and you know
yet.
what I want to say too, because I keep hearing everybody say, "Oh man, it's gonna be like November." We don't know that. This might not even be this year. It says winter. It does not say winter 2025. It does not say any year. All it says is winter.
Are you sure
Which
about
means it could be.
I thought
I'm
it said 2025.
100% sure.
Okay.
Just coming winter. So it could be January, February, March. I mean,
That's true.
we
That
may be
is
waiting
true.
a long time for this one.
That
This
is
one
true.
could be still quite some time away. But
I don't want that.
of the stuff
don't
we
tell
saw
me
at the
that.
new
Stop
at the
telling me
direct,
that.
this is one of the ones I'm really pumped about.
Why did you just deflated me so much by saying that?
Oh man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Welcome to reality.
Oh no!
Reality check,
I
brother.
I already decided that it was a birthday present this year. It was going to come out my birthday. So I decided that. So that's what's going to happen. November.
And as Jeff says in the chat, winter technically starts at the end of December.
Stop it, Jeffrey. Everyone, stop. Stop what you're doing.
Age of Imprisonment coming February 14th.
I didn't mention one little quick thing. Going back to beer for a second, Rip. I didn't mention one little thing to you. I might have been pre-gaming before this show.
Oh God.
Just a little bit. Just
God.
a little bit. And then I had another one that you can't see here. This might be
Okay,
a
cool.
drunk
It's
show.
going to be a wonderful show. Great. All right. Anyway,
Might be a great show or a bad
Age of
show. We'll
Imprisonment.
find out. Age of Imprisonment. Confirmation though. Well, let me talk about this. The creator's voice happened. Of course, that whole video, and it was in Japanese. The two fellas, the two good gents. I don't know their names, but they were speaking on the thing, and they were working on the game, and they sound like they were very excited to share the game with us. The creator's voice is like that little series Nintendo's been doing, talking to creators of video games. You know, I think they did Split Fiction and
basically,
Cyberpunk
stuff coming to the Switch too. I will say this. I want to say this before we really get into this. I got to give it to Nintendo on something. They have really, really ramped up their social media game. Like, they are on 11 right now when it comes to social media.
Yeah.
They are everywhere. They're killing it. All right, go ahead. Sorry. Just wanted to give them a little bit of props. But
no, it's fine. I mean, I haven't really paid attention all that much, to be honest with you. But
they are everywhere. They're on it, man. The amount of content they're just throwing, like all these little things.
I get the notifications, and unless it's like information and not just like nonsense, I just swipe away immediately. You know, like
I mean, the app, the Nintendo Today app is
useless.
I mean, they must have just having all this stuff planned. They're like, we have content planned from now until July of 2028 for every day. It's already ready to go.
Yeah, it's pretty useless to me. I'm excited about the app, but it seems like it's pretty pointless what they're uploading.
I just wonder what they're going to put on it once the Switch 2 actually comes out. They keep just put like they put the little booklet, like the warning booklet or whatever it is. It's just a 3D render of the little white book that comes in there. It's like, battery, this, that. They put that on the Nintendo Today app. It was like their feature thing of the day. It was that.
One of these days it's gonna be like, here's the Switch 2, and this chassis it's made of plastic. No words, of course. They're just gonna like show the Switch 2, and they're just gonna be like, it's gonna be like ASMR, because they're like ASMR set up too.
This is the latch on the box.
They're just gonna be yeah. They're just gonna be like,
it goes down in, and it kind of just like pops into place there. Yeah,
can't really hear it on the anything, but just little tappy tappies.
Yeah, they're tappies. They're on it though. I'll give them that. They got content for days. They're really doing it.
Indeed. And a couple bullet points. I have some. I just wrote down this is 4 bullet points from basically what you need to know from the creator's voice if you're waiting for the game, want some information. Not spoilers. Nothing too groundbreaking. Nothing crazy. But there's one thing that's pretty cool. So we got confirmation, or as I spelled incorrectly in our Discord. I spelled it very wrong. Conformation. Get to know the 4 sages. So that's a quote. Quote, get to know the 4 sages. So I think that kind of confirms that we're going to be learning more about the story of at least the 4 sages. Because, if you played the game, this is a mini spoiler. There's a 5th one. I won't tell you their name, but it's like there's, if you know, you know. But
yeah. There's another one. You're going to meet the sages.
Yeah, but so with confirmation, we're going to find out who these sages are, what their names are, because as they point out in the creator's
backstory.
Voice, backstory. Obviously, it's going to be. Yeah, we're going to find out the story of those guys. Sorry, I got distracted because my phone.
That's the. I mean, that was kind of the thing in the game. It was like we didn't even see their faces. I feel like at that point, especially like your idea for the when you think about that, it's like we did not see Didn't even see their faces, didn't know their names, didn't know anything about them. Not even like absolutely nothing. At that point,
We
it's
knew
like,
one
you
thing.
need to tell the story.
We
of
knew
these
one
people.
thing. They all had the same story. When you beat,
Oh yeah, they all
the
said the
identical
same thing,
quoted story. They all were in cahoots. Like, we're gonna say this much and only this much. We're not gonna say a damn word more or less than this exact script. Which is like, thanks Nintendo for the 5th time.
Yeah, that was weird. I wish they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't do that in this game.
Right. I am excited though. I am excited I mean, it's not like big news. It's kind of obvious. We all pretty much knew this, but it's just good to see confirmation that we're going to be finding out the stories of these characters who we've been wanting to know what their gist is since we played Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. This is going to give more depth to the story of what's going on there too. Because this one is the other one they said was not actually canon. This one supposedly is canon, right?
Correct.
This is the actual story, not like the side story time traveling.
Correct.
Whatever actually, it was of the other one.
This is not a bullet point, but this was mentioned in the creator's voice. They kind of alluded to the continuation or the missing parts in between story that we didn't get in the first game. Like they kind of worded that as similar. So yeah, for sure, it's gonna be pretty fucking cool, dude. I can't wait. And by the way,
I mean, I'm super pumped for this. I know there's a lot of people that are like, meh, I don't know why anybody would be excited for a Warriors game. It's like, it's not because I want to hit a million times. That's not it.
No.
And if it was any other franchise, I would not care.
Indeed.
Well, maybe not any other. They could probably do some really cool Warriors games, but like,
hey, Mario Warriors.
Yeah, we've talked about
that.
That would be
Goombas.
So weird. Yeah, just 40,000 Goombas.
Your attack is like jump. You got to bunk on their head with your feet. Like,
it sends a shockwave. Yeah. Oh, you could do a Mario
ground pounds.
Warriors for sure.
Yeah, it would be great, man.
Yeah.
So in fact, Power Matt, thank you very much for being a VIP member of our podcast. What are we calling it? Dream Team. The Dream Team. Thank you very much for being part of the Dream Team. Re-upped your membership. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for Drip's contribution. That's a little bit loud, by the way. It's just comedically slightly too loud. Also, I'm getting a little tipsy.
Perfect then. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, of course, the next thing, which is super cool, and again, pretty obvious. We knew this as much already. The Switch 2 made it possible for, quote, lots of enemies. I like how they
the quote.
Lots of enemies is the quote.
Lots of enemies. Love that quote.
I love it. But I mean, what I take that as is pretty much more enemies than before. You know what I mean? So the Switch. I don't know. I'm only taking a small quote of a small clip of a larger, creator's voice subtitles.
Yeah. I mean, how long was that thing? It was only
6 minutes,
like 3 minutes long, wasn't
it? No, like 5, 6, something, 4, 6, something like that. Longer than, a couple minutes. It was a good amount of time. But most of it was nonsense. Most of it was just kind of like fluff. But like these are the main bullet. Like I said, this is you really need to watch it if you don't need to, because this is the main bullet points here. Lots of enemies. Whatever, cool. It's going to be more powerful.
Yeah, it's a Warriors game.
Going along with that, and of course, the big quote of everyone's kind of running with is increased frame rates. That quote unquote was used.
Yeah. Okay. So this was weird. This is something I do want to stop and talk about here for a minute, because this is like the part of it. Because I was watching it and trying to read what they were saying in the subtitles, but then looked up and realized, like, oh God, this frame rate is like extremely high. Like, what is this? I don't know what it was running at, but it was a very high frame rate. It was noticeably high.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's no more than 60. If you're thinking it's above 60, you're wrong, because you could only see on your video feed on YouTube, you can only see up to 60. It doesn't go above.
Well, there you go.
So.
I mean,
it doesn't mean the possibility isn't there that it could be a 120 FPS game, which would be wild. I don't think that would be the case, but it would be wild if there had a 120 mode. And actually, before you speak, I can tell you why that's not going to happen. Honestly, and here's something I noticed. 220 in the trailer. I should have this pulled up for you guys. I can do it while I'm talking. 220 in the trailer. Don't speak to me. Shh, my child. Shh. Okay, 220 in the trailer. I noticed a frame dip, and I
like a lot.
Yeah, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
Well, I didn't notice it.
You're
pull it up
right
here.
now.
We'll check it out.
So it's running good.
I
It's
did
running
not notice it.
Oh, wait, it didn't happen. I wonder if that was my laggy feed earlier or something. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not what I saw earlier. Okay. Remove that entire
Stop spreading misinformation, Jeeb.
Remove my entire talking point there. I swear to God, guys, I was watching earlier and I even rewound it and it just kept like
actually it's okay. We can talk about the frame rate thing anyway because
let's talk about the frame rate.
I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember what they showed us at the Direct?
What's that?
That was not 60, and it had all kinds of frame rate problems.
Yeah, it was all 30 FPS. It was all low.
Yeah, this is completely different than what we saw there.
Yes, it is. I should have kept it up, but it's fine. You guys can check it out yourself
later. It runs very good now. Like,
yeah,
that was the one thing that I was worried
FPS.
about. I was like, oh man, I still see frame drops, but I mean, it won't be as bad. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just cool. Like just seeing these games just keep popping up and just being pleasantly surprised with everything that's happening with them as far as like visuals, frame rate, just everything. It's very promising. Very promising.
Yeah. I mean,
another thing.
I just can't wait, by the way. I can't wait to play this game multiplayer to see what the experience is like. My fear drip is that this game is a bit too ambitious, similar to how the first game was on the Switch hardware. This game, I
don't think it's gonna.
I hope this game isn't too ambitious for the Switch 2's hardware, because Warriors games will tax the shit out of your hardware because it is so many enemies on the screen at once. Any computer is gonna have problems with that, let alone a little gaming tablet. So I just fear that they don't go too far into like, man, look at all the fidelity and look at all the enemies. It's crazy, and then it dips a little bit. Maybe not a ton, but just a little bit. That's like, ooh, that's noticeable. And then you try multiplayer, and it's unusable. Like, I wanted to play this with Abby. I want to play this with Abby. I want to play it on my own, of course, but I also want to play multiplayer because that game's fun.
Well, and remember this, though. Remember this. The first Hyrule Warriors was on Wii U, 30. They brought that one to Switch, 60.
Yep.
Then we got the other ones that weren't 60-ish. 60-ish. It's in the ballpark. It runs better than 30.
It caps at 60, but it definitely runs around 30 for most of the time. I that's another reason why I didn't play it very much on the Switch.
It runs better. It runs much better. Then you get Age of Calamity, which, especially in the later stages of that game, it's rough. It's very rough. There's lots and lots and lots of frame rate issues there.
Go feed that dog, Andrew. Don't let him give you that side eye. That's a bad sign. He'll pee on your bed. Give him the food.
That's true. Don't let that happen. We were talking about this yesterday in the video we put up. I'm going to bring it up again here. I feel like there's time, and this could happen. I would bet, now that I've been thinking about it a little bit longer since we talked about it yesterday slightly, and now we're in the conversation again. Age of Calamity is going to be one of those games they're going to sell to us again. We're not going to get the little free update, I don't think, with that one. I think that's going to be the deluxe edition with the DLC.
Yeah.
Better frame rate. It's going to play better,
Plugging yesterday's episode
will be awesome.
Plug yesterday's episode because we talked about this.
Yes, we did. If you haven't watched yesterday's episode, it is on the channel live. Go check it out. And wherever you listen to podcasts. But not only do I think they're going to charge us for this one, for the first one again, I think they're going to do it before they give us the next one. This may be what we get later this year at some point, maybe.
I hate how right you might be. I hate that
that might be the Zelda game. It might be our Zelda game. Might be our Zelda game.
I hate how right you are
the
about
definitive edition of Age of Calamity, possibly. Yeah, makes sense. Especially because like we just talked about, winter does not mean 2025. Winter just means,
as we've so astutely pointed out in the chat and everybody else who's reminded me multiple times that winter doesn't start to December 21st.
But don't be mad, G, because they're going to give us the old one, and you can buy it again for not even $60 this time. It'll be a full $70. Right? You're going to love that. Yeah?
I'll tell you one thing. If I have to pay $70 for that game, it better be 120 or I riot.
Yeah, it better run perfect. Yeah.
No, not just perfect. Not just perfect.
120 frames per second, perfect.
Yes. If they're gonna make me pay for
mouse
that game,
mode,
we paid how much?
I don't even know how you'd use mouse mode.
We've already paid $80 for that game. Already $80.
Is it
with DLC? In fact, actually, was there 2 sets? There was 2 sets of DLC.
There was at least 2 DLCs.
Damn near 100. We spent damn near $100 in that buggy, laggy, disastrous game that I love so much. But we've already spent nearly goddamn $100 on it. If you dare make me pay any more dollars on it, that's not a free upgrade. It better be fucking perfect.
I mean, I would hope
Koei
at this
Tecmo?
point. Yeah, I would hope.
I'm looking at you, Koei Tecmo, Nintendo.
There is a chance that this happens, though, that we see that one before the other one. I feel like that's a game that they're going to re-release. I don't know if there's going to be as many of those as we saw from Wii U to Switch, but we're definitely going to get some definitive edition games that we just got. That'll be one of them. I guarantee it.
Definitive editions are the new Nintendo Selects, except for you pay more for them.
You pay more, yeah.
They had this great plan. They had this great plan at Nintendo headquarters. Like, these Nintendo Selects things, they do really well. What if we
should charge way more for these?
What if we did a new idea of it and just charge more?
Yeah, like think about it. Nintendo Selects.
Oh, you mean like
full price? You mean like $10?
You mean get it back to retail price? No. I gotta get it back to retail price. Above retail price.
Yeah,
a new retail price.
They're Selects. They're great. People love them. They'll pay anything for them.
We can't call them Selects. We've already called them Selects before, and customers know that to be cheaper. Okay.
Deluxe. That's it. Deluxe.
Done. But I want to do definitive. You could do that too. You got definitive.
Sure.
You got
Deluxe.
Deluxe.
Good too.
As long as you charge more money, we're good.
Any word that starts with D, you can put at the end of it, and then it will work fine. You charge. Okay, not any word. Not any word. Samsung, Jeeb. Samsung. They're bullies.
I get a little tipsy in the club here tonight, Drip. Not gonna lie, it's feeling good.
Yeah, I know. I gotta watch you. I can't let you go too far into.
Oh, dude, this is 4.3. I'm gonna get more sober as I drink this.
So Samsung pushing Nintendo
it was a
on those OLED screens.
It was a margarita before that. I'm drinking Bushes,
Oh, you had a margarita
in the can? Yeah, the good one.
Was it?
The Cayman Jack.
Was it like a proper one in a glass? Like with
no. Cayman Jack. Those things they get you good.
Those are good.
I chugged that shit.
Yeah. Have you had the watermelon one yet?
Not yet.
I'm telling you, it only comes in the variety pack. You have to get it in the variety pack. But man, that is the best one.
I would like to try. I'll try. But let's move on. What are you talking about?
Samsung. They're trying to push Nintendo to buy some OLED screens. Allegedly,
they don't make game consoles.
We don't know this for sure.
What are they doing? They don't make game consoles. What are they doing in here? Get out of here. Shoot.
Well, it seems like from the articles that I have read about this, it seems like Nintendo had Samsung help them in the process of getting Switch 2 units ready for launch. Yeah. So they helped them out with that. They had a nice little partnership doing their stuff. So the word on the street is now that after all that, Nintendo is now basically just getting late night texts from Samsung saying, "Hey, what's up? Trying to get on these OLED screens, trying to see what's up." Supposedly they have lots of OLED screens that they really, really want to sell to Nintendo. I have lots of things to say about this, but the first one I want to say, and I just want to address, the Switch 2, as we know it, is not even out yet. It's not even out.
That's correct. Correct.
You can't even play one in your own home yet.
No.
You can't even buy one yet.
Correct.
You can pre-order one.
Yep.
They've got pictures of them all over the place. You can look at them, but you can't play them. And we have already.
You can touch their accessories, Drip. You can't do that.
You can. You can. I have a bunch of them here, dude. I got a pile stacking up, man. I got some crazy
Wow.
stuff over here. We'll look at that in the after show, maybe. Um, we have not even got this thing in our hand yet, and we are already hearing about an OLED upgrade.
Yep. And
I mean, yeah, it's whatever. Listen, I
Switch.
like this type of conversation.
Yeah.
I just want to say it out loud, make sure everybody understands that we get it. We get it. This is insane. It's absolute insanity that anyone is even discussing what comes next when we haven't even got the first thing in our hands. I still like having these conversations, though. I like it.
This reminds me of something, Drip.
What's that?
Now, I wasn't there. We all know I wasn't there at the time of launch of Switch 1. I wasn't born yet. We all know this. But
you weren't. No, you weren't. You're just a... Never mind. Go ahead.
But I do understand. To my understanding, Drip, that Switch Pro rumors happened before the launch of the Switch.
Yeah, because that was that was like PS4 Pro time, and yeah, I mean, they were talking about it, and people were. I don't think it was. It was more of just like an idea, like maybe this and that. Now we're talking about just straight up like, ooh, we got a scoop here that Samsung is supplying screens or talking to Nintendo about screens. So, I mean, yeah, this isn't like anything new. It's not like this doesn't happen all the time. I just want to make sure we stop before we actually have this conversation and address the fact that we are like where we are in this launch and understand how absolutely ridiculous this is. I'm good with it because I like this type of conversation again. But I have a few things I'm worried about with this. And again, no expert here on OLED technology. But isn't there some type of issue with OLED technology and VRR? Or am I wrong?
You're correct.
Am I misunderstanding that? Is that a thing that's like a problem right now?
No, you are not incorrect. I am not the person to speak on this. I'm sure our resident.
Yes, I need our.
What is Jeff's title again? What was his title?
I forget his title. Our resident. He's the looker upper guy, though. I need to.
The smart guy. We'll go with smart guy for now.
He's the smart guy. He'll know.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure there's some issue with OLED and VRR at this point, and that's kind of like one of the reasons that there's not an OLED screen.
Head researcher, Jeff is.
Head researcher, yeah. Hold on. Okay.
Can we call him headmaster?
Whatever you want to call him is fine. So there's not an OLED screen in this thing, and I was thinking that I heard that some of the reason, obviously cost is one of the reasons, but that is also some of the reason because there's VRR in the panel that's in there now. Flickering issues due to gamma shifts. Okay, there you go. So that's an issue right now. Now, okay, from what I have also heard, this is also something that is being addressed and researched and fixed. But the problem that is going to be in putting an OLED screen like that in a Switch 2 OLED is it's not going to be cheap.
No.
If it's new technology that's going to be like, okay, we just had to figure this out so OLED screens can work with VRR correctly. So I guess it's possible, right? They're probably going to work on it. They'll probably fix it, but that's not cheap. So like my whole thing on this is, okay, maybe they do. And maybe, I don't know, maybe they are fixing something or finding a way to do this and they found a way around the price and all that stuff. And these new OLED screens that can support VRR would work in a, Switch, whatever. Is Nintendo actually going to spend the money to do that at this point? Now, we've seen them do a lot of other things we didn't think they were going to do with the Switch 2.
Like everything about
including raise the price significantly.
More than we thought, yeah.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. That's kind of like where we were at before we knew any of this. We said, this is a new head of Nintendo everywhere. We don't really know how they're going to market this thing. We don't know how they're going to sell it. We don't know what they're going to do with this. And they have surprised us just about around every single corner of anything they could surprise us with, they have.
Mhm.
I mean, who thought the screen was going to be 120, 120 refresh rate? Like,
Not I.
nobody. I mean, there were some rumors out there, but I mean, were you believing that? I wasn't.
No.
Like, yeah,
no.
right. Okay, whatever.
That's the first. I'm not. My first thought was they're going to cut corners right there. There you go. I was still under the belief that we were getting an OLED, so I thought they were going to cut every screen corner they could to get OLED in there. I was fine with the exact same OLED panel. Like I was 720p OLED. Sign me up. It costs less. Still OLED technology. I didn't want to go back to
we talked about that too. Yeah. Remember when we were talking about?
I do.
Oh, it'll probably just still be a 720 screen, and that's fine. It's small.
I was actually adamant about it. Like I was telling people they were wrong.
Yeah. I remember.
So I'm like,
we had
it's going to cost more money, and it's going to be more battery life. Which is both things are still true, even though that's what the reality is now. They could have had better battery life and a cheaper console if they went with 720p. But it's clear what Nintendo's perspective is with this console this generation. They want to compete. I think it's clear.
Yeah.
Do they
want third parties to not have an issue.
Right, because if third parties aren't able to get their games on the systems, they're not really competing. It's not even about us. It's not about the consumer at all. It's really about their money. And if they can't sell these, groundbreaking AAA titles because their system just simply can't play it, that's less money for them. And as much money as they've been making with the Switch too, that's how you have to think about it like this, guys. You cannot think about it from a consumer's perspective. It doesn't work. That's not how they're operating. They're operating on a evil corporate business perspective. Nintendo, the family company who just makes little silly kid games. No, they're cutthroat business guys who will destroy you every chance they get and want to take every ounce of money you have before you get broke. Like that's what they want. And this system has to compete with PS5, not to be better, because people think compete means, it means you need to be better than your opponent, because that's typically how competing works. You compete to be better than your opponent to win. That's not exactly how gaming works, not exactly how this business works. It's not, Nintendo is not racing to be a better, more highly performing system than the PS5. That's not what this race is about. It's about your money. And Nintendo is thinking, if we throw in this feature, that feature, 120 FPS, HDR, VRR, in the screen, and then docked 4K, 120 FPS.
Yeah, they went the right direction.
Yeah, and then
they went the right direction.
Yeah. I think Jeep needs
my
a preview
question
for
to
every
you
pod.
is this: do you even,
Joey? I used to. That's how we used to do. We did the show drunk.
Yeah,
for
we used to do that
years.
every podcast.
Yeah.
It was just pre-game, then right on through. So let me ask you this.
Comrade Jeep.
I know you haven't seen the screen yet. You haven't seen it.
No, but I have a really good idea what it looks like. I really do. Like I've got this
you do.
compilation in my mind with all the information, data, what people are saying.
I think it's going to blow me away.
Seen it. I can't wait.
It is a very nice. It's a very nice screen. It's not the best screen ever.
It probably looks like
very nice.
It probably looks like my TV. My TV has not an OLED, but it's like the QLED, so it's slightly better than regular LCD. I think some people are suspicious about this might be a QLED's display. I'm not sure about that entirely.
I don't know anything about that.
QLED QLED's better than LCD. It's LCD technology, but like a better LCD. But it's not quite OLED. But it gives you better.
Okay, so my question, you.
Sorry, good.
My question to you: you haven't seen it yet, but do we even need an OLED screen? Do we even need an OLED screen? I know they're nice. I know they are nice.
One reason. Yes, for one reason. 1.5. The half is
1.5
the
reasons.
The half is premium.
I want the half reason first.
The half because it's premium. Like OLED is better.
But if this isn't a Switch,
it's a better technology.
I'll give you. You can give me your other one in a second. But if this is in a Switch, let's say it's a Switch 2. Not Switch 2 OLED. It's not going to be just the OLED screen. Because I think you and we agreed earlier that the OLED wasn't supposed to be the OLED anyway. It was supposed to be the Pro. There was supposed to be other stuff in it. I don't think they're just going to do a Switch 2 OLED when they do this. They're going to put better specs in it to keep up. That's clearly what they want to do. They want to keep up.
You and I talked about this in one of our extra episodes that we do every week now. I'm going to get there, I think. Yeah, we're gonna get there at the end. We're going there. So let me answer.
My question is, do you even need an OLED? If you're getting better specs, you still want the OLED? But if it means that balance, that price to specs, and if you get a little bit better here on this, that means you don't get the OLED. You still want the OLED.
I'll preface by saying again, just a reminder, we're going to talk about this in a minute, but we're getting an OLED screen. That's not a question of if we need one. We're going to get one. It's a matter of...
You think it's guaranteed?
Guaranteed. Matter of when, not if. But two things. Again, the half reason is that the premium. And I'll give you an example. The Portal screen looks fantastic. I just got my hands on PlayStation Portal. The LCD Steam Deck, not so much. That screen is acceptable.
Yeah,
I've not tried the OLED Steam Deck yet, but the LCD Steam Deck is acceptable.
Yeah.
My $100 Motorola phone with a 120 FPS or 120 hertz, 1080p display looks better than the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
But the Portal looks really good. But there is one big thing about the Portal that really makes it kind of like, It's the fact that it's not OLED. And I'll tell you why. Turning on the device. Turn on your Switch. Your Switch OLED, I should say. Nintendo logo comes up. Just right in the middle of the screen. It's just that little white that turns on. Just a reminder that you're using an OLED. Because I use the things.
There's no glow.
I use these devices.
Black.
I use these devices at night frequently. And the Switch OLED, turn that thing on. It's just the screen is all black, but there's a little Nintendo logo that pops in. Just a reminder that you're using OLED. And of course, when you play a game, the darker games are more noticeable than the brighter games. But still, you can see that it's an OLED display. It's like, oh, that's premium. That's really nice. But then the Portal, you turn that thing on. At nighttime, I got to make sure that before I turn it off, if I'm going to use it at night, I got to turn the brightness all the way down. Because I turn it on at night, and even the black screen lights the crap up and blows up the room.
It's gray.
And it's a gray.
Well,
and
and that's another thing, too.
It's just that little reminder that's not as good of a display as you'd like.
Yeah, the original Switch screen is just so bad, though.
It's so bad.
It's bad. It's really bad.
In comparison,
it's really bad.
If it's your only device, like the Steam Deck, if it's your only device, the Steam Deck LCD, it's passable. It's acceptable. And the Portal is better than acceptable. It's pretty good. Steam Deck is acceptable. Original Switch is acceptable. Let me tell you the big reason, the main reason why we need and want and are going to get OLED. It's not a huge thing. I know it's probably negligible, but I do think there is. If you're in dark mode all the time and you're playing a lot of games that have high contrast and are dark, you're going to get better battery life. It's going to help out your battery life. Slight.
It's slight.
And it's just and trust me, these companies are trying to squeak out every ounce of battery they can get because they're trying to squeak out every ounce of power they can get too. So
yeah, the trade-offs. I guess if they can find a way to do it,
just swapping a display, getting more battery life, they're gonna try to do that to make sure they. And the Switch 2 OLED is 2.5 hours of battery life. It's the extra 30 minutes. All the little changes they can do, including changing out a screen, they're gonna do it. So the two things is it's more premium. It's just a little reminder that you're using a little bit more premium device. And number two, I think it's 1A and 1B, 2A, 2B. The battery life, but also just, it looks better. Nintendo.
I don't disagree.
We're Nintendo's trying to compete. We just talked about that. They're trying to compete. And every reason you can give somebody to want to get this thing that doesn't already have one, the better. And a premium display is another reason why.
Yeah.
HDR is going to blow you away on an OLED panel. I've never seen OLED HD in my OLED HDR. I've never seen it, but I'd like to see it on my display. I'm never going to be able to afford an OLED TV. I don't think, unless they go really down in price pretty quickly. But like the Switch 2,
they're expensive.
OLED or HDR, holy 120 FPS. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. I think yes, obviously the OLED's better. There's no. I'm not trying to take that away from it. It's obviously better. And even the OLED screen that's on the Switch right now isn't great. It's not amazing.
No, it's
Like,
a pretty
the one that I just put.
mediocre
I've
panel
talked about
for
it
OLED.
several times. The one that I just put in, the Switch Lite, is like, it's so much better than the original one. It's so much better. It just looks better. The colors are better. It's brighter. It's all around. It's a better OLED screen. So, I mean, I'm with you. Like, that's the whole reason I wanted to get this, because I want an OLED screen on my Switch Lite, because I like the Switch Lite form factor better than I like the OLED form factor. I mean, I want it. I've seen this screen. At this point, I can say this. If this is happening, cool. I just hope they're not going to try to do the same exact internals with an OLED screen again. I really hope that's not what they think is okay. You can actually see. You can see if you look at what sold. I mean, the OLED sold okay. It sold better than the Switch Lite, but it didn't sell better than the original.
No.
I mean, I want them to make sure that they are doing something when they actually do this Switch 2 update, whatever it is, in 5 years, 4 years, whatever it is.
Wow.
I want it to be substantial.
It's not 5
like, I want it
years.
to matter. I want it to matter. I want it to be at least a pro version of it, so we can have that, so we're keeping up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to get to a place where we are right now with the Switch, where we're looking at all these games coming out, and like, of course it's not coming to Switch. Of course it's not coming to Switch. You know,
Right.
We watched the Game Awards on this channel 2 years ago and played the game. Is it coming to Switch or not? And how many of those games are coming to Switch? 2? 3?
Yeah.
Out of all the games we saw at the Game Awards?
It's a perfect segue.
I don't want to be in that situation anymore.
It's a perfect segue to the kind of final wrap-up topic I want to get to here. Is we did talk about this in a other episode that we do on this channel. Make sure to check out all the little extra videos we've been putting out recently. We've been doing extra content for sure, a ton, for free. So go check it out on YouTube or audio platforms. But the OLED took the Switch. The OLED took 4 years to release after the original
4?
Switch.
Okay.
It's 4 years. Number one, I don't think it's going to be 4 years again. You said 4 or 5 minutes ago. And we talked about this already, so maybe let's jog your memory. For just simple reasons, like you just said, they don't want to fall behind again and make third parties. They're already on the fringe as it is. Cyberpunk is an older game.
They're still going to be a little behind, obviously. Yeah.
Cyberpunk is an older AAA that can only run at 30 or 40, on the Switch 2 as it is. Like what is that game? The monkey one that everyone loves. You play as like an ape or whatever.
The Wukong. I don't remember the name, but yeah, I didn't play,
Wukong might not even be able to run the Switch 2. It's unconfirmed if it can even do it, and that's a new AAA title.
I'm sure there's a lot of
year.
stuff that's not gonna even. Yeah, there's definitely a list of games that still the Switch 2 can't handle. I'm sure.
Yeah, so they don't want to fall too behind. They're already behind as it is because, as we can kind of figure out here, the T239. It's from 2021.
I cannot believe you remember that. Good job.
We've been hearing about it so much all these years.
Job.
Thank you.
Great job. I can't believe you remembered the T239 and you said it correctly the first time. That was amazing.
While tipsy. The T239.
Go ahead, continue.
Oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say. You ruined it for me.
Shit. My bad. Sorry.
No.
The T239's already old. It's probably what you're going to say.
Now that video from Geeker1 is seemingly been debunked, but I don't think he got this part wrong. I mean, I think this part might be right. Is that the chip is from 2021?
Yeah,
it says it on the chip.
Well, and the T239 was what people were. Those were the rumors.
It matches the
what
leaks.
They're using.
It matches the rumors and the leaks at the time.
Yeah,
it just makes
sense.
sense.
Those have been the leaks forever.
So. With assuming that is still correct information, that the T239 is from 2021, we're 4 years behind as it is. There's no way 4 or 5 years is how long they can wait for the Switch 2 Pro, or as we called it, the Super Nintendo Switch 2. There's no way.
Just rolls off the tongue nice.
It does, man. Even with a couple bush apples down, it does.
The Super Nintendo Switch 2.
Ooh, can't wait for that Paul Rudd commercial.
Feels good. It does.
Yes.
So what do you think? Like
3 maximum.
years?
3 maximum. Well, okay, admit them, whatever. 3. I think 3 years is the number. I think I said in our video earlier from last week. I think like before 2030 for sure. like without a doubt. But I'm eyeing up like 2028, 2029 at the latest.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to have to. They are
because
going to have to
They
do
really,
it.
by that time, the games coming out will not be able to run on the Switch 2. It'll be a tablet a tablet with where its processing power is from 2021, and in 2028, it's not gonna jive, man. It needs to be better.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing too. Like,
so they can't wait that long.
If you look back at what they did with the Switch, there's a lot of variables there that you have to take into account when you're trying to figure out how long they're going to wait to do something like the light. Not even the light, really just the OLED, because the light was on time. The light was when it was supposed to be, because we didn't have, a fucking pandemic yet. That screwed them up very, very badly for whatever their original plans were. I mean, it messed up game schedules. It messed up. I mean, we didn't get a direct for like a year.
If some of the rumors are to be believed, that this Switch 2 was supposed to be the Switch Pro that was always rumored.
Now, I don't know if I can believe that totally. Yeah, I don't know if I can believe that totally. I can see some of these things because I know they did talk about. I watched a video the other night that I didn't know this. Did you know that the original Switch Joy-Cons were supposed to be magnetic?
Where did I see this? Why would I think about it the same time you thought about it?
Dude,
I knew what you were going to say
fucking crazy.
Before you said it. I'm like, he's about to tell me about the magnetic Joy-Cons.
Yeah. Like, that's wild. They were trying to get it to work and couldn't. I didn't even know that until like 3 days ago.
This is straight from Nintendo.
Like, that is fucking crazy.
This is straight Nintendo, by the way. This is that. What's his name? The new director or something of the Switch 2.
I don't remember.
This is confirmed. This is not like rumors. Like,
yeah, they were talking.
Nintendo wanted the first Switch to have magnetic Joy-Cons, and they couldn't get it right.
It kept falling. Yeah, they kept falling apart. They couldn't figure out how to do it. It would just fall in it. Yeah. That's wild. So, okay. So I think that this stuff takes way more time than that. I mean, that was the point of me bringing it up. I just think, I don't think this was what we would have got in 2021.
No.
I don't think this would have been
not this exact, like, not this chassis, not this exact everything. I'm talking about the chip. Number one, like basically the performance of the system, that was 2021. You know what I mean? Like what we're about to play, the games, like the games we're about to play.
The chip that was in there, yeah. It may not have been as far in with the DLSS and stuff like that as we can see now. The Switch 2 is getting an update day one as soon as you open it out of the box.
I'm curious what that's going to be.
Supposedly it's going to improve it like a ton compared to like what I played. Supposedly, which is wild.
Don't get me so excited! Please don't do this to me. I gotta wait 2 more weeks.
Yeah, I haven't really looked into that hard. I'm actually really pumped about that. I heard a couple people saying that, like just watching YouTube videos and stuff, which is like that's promising. Cool. I wonder what it's going to do. I haven't looked into it. Maybe I will do that tonight. But
I wanted to.
Either way, I don't think this is going to be. I don't think this was going to be.
I wanted to just wrap my point up for like I made a million years ago.
Oh yeah,
because we kind of just started talking about the Super Nintendo Switch instead of what I really wanted to talk about. It's 4 years for the OLED Switch 1, right? It's not going to be 4 years. Number one. Number two, it's not going to be an OLED. It's not going to be the same system we got with an OLED panel. They're not doing that again. That was
I don't think so either.
That was simply because of the times and the struggles that they had to get parts. And
that's the point
like
I was trying to make too.
Yeah,
they couldn't get the chip. They could not produce enough chips to make it happen at that time. Nobody could.
It's not impossible. That's going to be 4 years. I think 4 years is the longest they can wait. But by 4 years from now, by 2029, it's going to be the Super. You can almost lock this shit in. Today's date is May 21st.
So when's the Switch Lite coming?
Today, I'm making a proclamation. Today is May 5th, 2025, and Uncle G Productions, proclaim that by May 21st, 2029, we're gonna know or have the Super Nintendo Switch 2 that has an OLED panel and better specs across the board.
Damn. Okay. Well, then where's the Switch Lite fall into that? Because I feel like the cheaper one comes first.
It comes first, and it comes out within the next 3 years. Maybe by 2028. by December 2028, we're going to have a Nintendo Switch Lite 2. That device will
Is it OLED?
No, it's LCD. It's the same package you have right now, shrunken down. And it has magnetic Joy-Cons this time.
I don't think so. I don't think they'll do that. I think
they will.
that's going to be probably a big cost-cutting feature at this point. I'm sure machining those metal buttons for the Joy-Cons is a pain in the ass. It's got to be.
Wait, when we watch this back in 4 years, and I'm right about everything?
Or you're wrong, because we've done that a lot too.
I'm dancing right now, and right now is 2028. I'm dancing right now. I'm also dancing back in 2025, and the two of us are just gonna dance on you right now.
Oh God, if this comes true, I fucking quit the podcast in 2028. I fucking quit. If you're both dancing on me, I won't be able to handle that. I won't be able to handle it. I'll quit. I'll quit on the air right there. It'll be nuts. We'll see. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
The Lite will not have the Lite 2. I don't think is gonna have. I don't think enough Joy-Cons. I do think it might be actually dockable though.
It will be. I was about to say it's gonna be dockable.
I think that's a really stupid feature that they took out for no reason.
It's gonna be packaged. It's gonna function very similarly to the current Switch we have. It's going to just be smaller and cheaper to make. Simple as that.
I don't know, man. I just can't believe we're talking about this right now. I cannot believe.
And I'll give you the price too. $350 for the Switch Lite 2. $350.
$350? Yeah.
$350.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Switch
2. You're wrong.
Switch 2 remains $450. Switch 2 Lite $350. The Super Nintendo Switch 2 is $549 reduced.
Unfortunately, I think you're wrong on that part, because I think the price of the Switch 2 is going to go up by then.
That's a good. I like your prediction.
I almost guarantee it will, actually. You know what? We haven't really talked about this all that much, but I'd like to bring it up. All those tariffs that went into the crazy tariffs on China, and then Nintendo was like, hey, sorry guys, we got to raise everything like $5, $10, $15 because tariffs. Those tariffs aren't happening now. Like that's not the numbers anymore. But those prices from Nintendo just stayed where they were at. You know, if you read their statement on it, they basically said that they were going to be like, they have to do what they have to do with the economic times, but the economic times have changed back. Yet we don't hear a damn word from them saying anything like, "Oh, guys, it's cool. Actually, we're going to take prices back to where they were. We
I
can
don't
totally
think you
do
want
that
me
now, especially for launch." Because that's what we told you.
I won't say the name, Drip, but I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. If you don't want to hear Uncle Jeeves' slightly tipsy political opinions, maybe just tune away.
Oh God, don't
I'm not
do
gonna.
it.
I'm not gonna offend anybody. I'm just gonna say this. We told you they're bad.
And if I seem a bit agitated, yes.
We said they were bad. They're not good for us. They never were going to be good for us. Not a chance. And look, now they're gone. That's fine at the 30%. But the prices are still up. You can blame the companies all you want. But there's a reason why the prices went up, and it's not just because of the companies. It's because somebody gave the companies a reason.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's it. It's the reason. I just wish that, I mean, whatever. If you got to raise prices, man. It's fine. Like, I get it. Like, let's be real. Nintendo games in like 93 some of them cost $80 in 93, 94. Like that's real. So like bitching about game prices going up to $80, I can understand it. I don't like it either. I don't like it. But if you really look at the landscape of things, like $60 for as long as it was is fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's fine. If you need to raise prices, raise the fucking prices. Don't give me some bullshit excuse saying, "Ooh, the tariffs and we have to economic times and this and that." No, that's not what the fuck it is, because that's gone. but the prices haven't changed. Hey, and you know what? Has Xbox come back and said, oh, never mind. Everything's good. We're not going to charge $700 for our speckled system. No, they haven't. They're still charging $700 for their speckled system.
Speckled
So,
system.
I mean, okay. We're off topic at this point. We're basically done. But that's fucking weird, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
It's not tariffs, you assholes. Just tell us you need to raise the prices. I mean, no one's going to be happy about it, but at least they'll fucking respect you. I don't know.
They just needed a reason, Drip. And somebody, we all know who, somebody gave them that reason. And it's almost, gotta shut up. This is not good.
This has been a great episode.
This has been a great episode, Drip.
Hey,
and
do not stop yet. Hang on. Are we doing an after show?
Yeah, of course. You kidding me?
Okay.
Maybe I'll go full on crazy politics in the after show. Who knows? We're gonna wait and find out. Wait and see what happens there.
You already have a redirect set up?
I did that by accident, but it's for a stream that is happening like in 2 days. It wasn't even like I was just experimenting with it and see how that works. And yeah, it's Miss Bubbles. She's great. Miss Bubbles is great, but yeah, it's in 2 days.
Great. Okay, I got it. Okay, that's cool. Never mind. We're good. After show coming up.
Cool. This episode's over. And I've dropped the mic, and I have nothing left to say. So we'll see you in the after show. If you're watching this show on YouTube or listening on audio platforms, we're going to see you guys next week. Those of you in the stream, though, stick around.
And if I seem a bit agitated, yes.
It's the after show, Drip. You don't have the music anymore, do you?
No, I got to get it back. We got to sit down one day and get my old sounds back. The ones that weren't in the folder. We got to get them back.
Yeah.
I wish you'd just talk about Sony more. You haven't talked about Sony like at all since I got the Sony Pony sound.
I so badly just want to like say everything that I want to say. Like you got no idea.
This is
how
not
bad
the place.
I
Nobody
know
gives
it's
a
not.
fuck about that.
I'm just angry.
We're gonna talk about video games,
I'm
man.
angry.
Everybody's angry.
I go for my walk and I see that sign and this sign. I'm like, what the fuck is the matter with you people?
That's it. Quick
He's
live.
terrible.
Yeah, I mean that's it. It's just a podcast.
Sony Pony.
Hour 17.
This PS Portal,
are
man.
we short?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? I didn't hear a word.
Someone in the chat's saying that's it. Quick live. Question: Is this shorter than we normally do?
That quick. We've been live for an hour and 17 minutes. Really?
Yeah, I mean it is. Yeah, it's a podcast. We don't go over. We don't do like 6 hour.
No,
podcasts.
see, like Drip and G, we've been doing this show for 4 years.
Yeah, that's accurate.
The Chris and Gabe show, everybody knows it. Doing it for
Christopher and Gabriel show.
Yeah, for 4 years now, and it's a lot longer than most of the ones you probably see on YouTube right now. These Nintendo podcasts that are out there right now, they probably started after us. Not all of them, but most of them. So we've been around the block for a while, and to our detriment and to a positive, Drip and I have really refined this show to a point where we really we don't need to spend any more than an hour and 5 minutes, give or take, on an episode.
Yeah.
We get
pre-show and after show.
It doesn't matter
both.
how if we schedule a lot of stuff to talk about, or if we schedule like a little bit of stuff. Like tonight was, I would say, it's less topics than we normally have.
It was light.
It's always an hour and 5 minutes, give or take. And like it's just we have like the McDonald's French fries of like refined podcasts. Like we do it. It's only when we have a guest on that we, not intentionally, but it always ends up being longer because we have somebody else to talk to and we're having a good time.
A whole nother opinion.
A whole nother opinion.
About. Yeah.
So
we do, like, it's crazy. No matter how many
we do pre-show though.
We have. We usually do keep it around the same amount of time. But either way,
we do the pre-show, we do the after show to kind of extend the stream a bit. We like to go just under 2 hours. So like our mark.
Either way, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's always weird to hear people's real names after knowing them online. Jeff, it's weird to hear my actual name in real life. That we've gotten to the point where I talk to more people in like the community or like online than I do in real life. Not even joking. And like when I hear somebody, like even when Abby calls me Gabe, I'm like, who's that? Like I'm like I think I need to talk to a therapist.
Yeah, dude, you got like identity issues. At
I
this
know,
point,
man. No, and actually I don't. I really don't. This is weird.
You don't even know who you are. How do you know?
No, I do know I do know who I are.
Who are you? Jeep?
That's right. That's who I am.
Oh God, see.
When I lost the hair, it was a relief. I always hated my hair, and I didn't hate. I don't hate my name, but like the name Gabe or Gabriel, like it always was like I got made fun of for it. Believe it or not, kids will make fun of anything. Not these days. I'm 30 years old, but back in the day, they'll make fun of anything. So like, oh, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, dude, kids are assholes.
It's a little bit different name than everyone else. So you're Gabriel. You're Gabrielle. You're a girl. Well, who got facial hair first, bitch?
Yo.
Real appreciate you, man. Just found y'all. Glad you're doing an after show. Just started watching when you said that.
You just started watching that? Okay, that makes sense. Damn.
That makes a lot of sense why you're confused. Thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that a ton. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, the context really helps.
We did a whole show.
We did a whole show.
Yeah, go back and watch it. I mean, this, there's some stuff there.
Yeah, we have about 4 years worth of content. So
check it out.
Feel free to check any of it out. Maybe not the early stuff.
Thank you, though.
Don't watch the early stuff. In fact, everyone please avoid season 1 like it was the plague. Don't watch that one.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you go back and
listen. Season 1 of our show was way better than like the beginning of my YouTube channel. That's for damn sure.
Can confirm. If you're a member, you know that for sure too, because we did whole members episode.
Went back and just cringed over my old videos.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about it.
Oh yeah, Full Metal says you've been Uncle Jeeb in our house for a long time. Yeah, that's kind of the origin story of Uncle Jeeb. Is I was Uncle Jeeb to my niece and nephew dogs. They're dogs. My sister does not have actual children, but her furry children.
Yeah,
I've been known as Uncle. She always Uncle Jeeb, and like they get all like happy and excited, and I was like, oh my God, you're so cute. That's Uncle Jeeb, man. But seriously though, like I have a slight identity crisis, but like it's not affecting me. It's not like I can't deal with it. Like I just understand. I have an online life.
You're in denial.
I have online life and I have real life, and I prefer the online life much more than real life. Real life sucks. Online's great.
This dude needs a therapist for sure.
I'm speaking facts. I'm not gonna lie. Who doesn't in this day and age? Everyone has ADHD and everyone needs a therapist. I mean, that's like the fact.
Yeah, that's why I just started dating one. It's fine.
Talk about friends with benefits. Am I right?
Hey. That was a good one.
My handle has my real name, so people just call me by my real name. Yeah, that's the one thing I wish like my online persona had my real name in it, but like Jeep is a perfectly fine nickname. Like I don't like you call me Jeep in real life, I call you Drip in real life, but like you didn't like Drip at first. But I've never.
I still don't like love it, but I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
Like I answer to it now because I hear it.
Yeah, I've never disliked Jeeb at all. I've never heard Jeeb and cringe like you have. But like if you see me in real life or anything and you call me Jeeb, I completely will respond because I am Jeeb. Yes.
Hey, Star Wars Gamer, we're gonna actually make a video about that and talk about that a little bit tomorrow morning.
Hey, yes, indeed.
We did. We tossed that around for a podcast topic subject tonight. We decided to wait. We're gonna do a video on it tomorrow and talk about it. So, love your name, by the way.
Love it. But you're in the right place. You can see my actually, you almost can see my baby Yoda. Or where is it? There he is.
Oh, he's peeking.
He's always there. He's always there. If you go back and watch with this camera angle, he's always there.
Just came from another video. Awesome.
That's great. That's great. Love that. Yeah, we're live. Look at that. You're watching a video of people, and then all of a sudden you're talking to them. Like seconds later, the internet. What a great place. Am I right?
Place. You're right.
Oh man. I'll tell you what. That start with that margarita and then 3 beers. Just keeps it flowing, man. Like the low, just keeps that buzz nice and low.
Yeah. I thought you like went out and had like a real margarita. I was gonna say like, that's like some fancy shit, man. You're like out here balling.
Where'd you get your pre-order, Star Wars Gamer? Drip got his. Where'd you get yours, Drip? GameStop.
Mine is GameStop, which I only have $9 to pay on now.
Hey.
Well, I do. You know what? That's not true. because I actually still have to pay tax too. And when we did
Like
my, because
tax.
I got somebody in our community their pre-order through my Nintendo invite,
Right.
and I got to see what the tax is. The tax is like $40. So
Yeah. Mine was $50, 54 or something.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I still owe that too, but only $9 on the console with Mario Kart.
Yeah, I got mine in Best Buy. My Pro Controller and my Switch too. I cannot wait for this thing, man. Like, so guys, I'm just gonna say this too. Like, if make sure if you're not everyone I'm talking to right now is in a live stream always, but make sure you're watching a live stream, not every week, but especially in 2 weeks. June 4th live stream on the podcast night is going to be the most hype show we've ever done. I feel like, because like.
Oh,
Drip
yeah,
and I,
like Christmas Eve, man.
The show is over, and Drip and I are going to get our Switch 2s. Like, and I don't know what the content. Drip and I discussed what that week is going to look like. We should do that too, from your channel perspective as well as the podcast channel perspective.
Oh God. Okay, well, I know this. I know on my channel, I have to do the unboxing that night.
Yeah.
Film that, get that done, send that to you. The next day, I want to film first impressions, and dude, I have a fucking pile of Switch 2 accessories over here. Like, look at this box. I just want to show you this box. I haven't opened it yet because I want to open it.
You should use your phone camera. Use your phone camera.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, J-Sox. I saw that on online. Someone else got that online as well.
Yeah, I have not opened it yet. I don't know what's in there. I'm gonna open it, live.
Very nice.
Dude, there's a whole stack of stuff. I just got 2 more tracking numbers for other companies who sent all their stuff. I mean, dude, I'm gonna have so many videos to make on all this stuff, testing stuff out, trying all these like controllers, cases. God, there's so many that I don't even have yet that I'm like looking forward to, like the Genki stuff.
Oh yeah, Genki. Hopefully they stick around and actually ship this stuff.
If they're gonna make,
they're still making social media posts. They're gonna be at PAX or whatever the next event.
They were at PAX, yeah.
Or not PAX. What's the next one? They're gonna be there. Jeff.
Don't remember.
Researcher, help.
Researcher.
They're going to be there because Nintendo's going to be at that event too. Nintendo's announced they're going to be there too. Whatever that event is, the next one, they're going to be there.
What is it?
I don't remember.
I have no idea. Tokyo Game Show?
No, it's in the States, I think.
That's not coming up yet. What is next?
I don't know, but they're going to be there, and Genki, more importantly, is going to be there too. So I think that's going to be interesting. They're not hiding for their events. They're not hiding on social media. They're still like active. So we're going to see.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is good. Like their stuff, I mean, the Skull & Co stuff is probably the stuff I'm going to end up using the most, I would say, just because that's like the stuff I use with Switch 1.
Yeah.
But Genki stuff is the stuff I'm most interested in testing out because I really, really like all the things they've sent me for the Switch 1. Like, all of it is just so good.
Right. Hey,
really
Star
like
Wars
the
Gamer,
designs and stuff they have.
appreciate you being here on your break, man. Have a good rest of your shift. Make sure to
awesome.
make sure to poop on company time.
Yes, for sure. Don't ever leave.
If you feel
company time,
if you feel a log starting to surface during your break, you wait.
You wait.
Hold it in.
For sure, 100%. Poop on company time.
Oh man,
paid to poop.
That's right. Hey, they have to pay you to poop. If you got to poop during your pay time, they're gonna pay you for it. They cannot not.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Make you clock out to poop?
Hey, if we're working at Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck that place.
I've seen probably worse than that, but yeah. What else we got here?
How could you get worse than that? Fired for having to poop? Well, actually, and you can get Amazon if you poop enough on company time, you pee enough there, they're gonna fire you. That's how they operate. They're great. They're the best company in the world.
Really?
It's not like in the bylaws, but like that they've gotten caught for. And for me, it was never an issue because I didn't have to go that much on my shift. But there are some people who have like Crohn's disease and stuff who have to go when they have to go. And what was happening was how Amazon operates with their, working in their warehouses. It's called TOT, time off task. And every second,
they track that?
They track by the second, and it doesn't matter what the time was. Well, it doesn't matter why you were off task. It could be someone died, and I had to help. I had to save their life or whatever. No. Every second you are on the clock and you're not doing your job, which they can track that every second, which is crazy. They can that, but they can. It's called time off task, and you took a 16-minute shit. Well, your time off, you were higher than your 15-minute allowment for your time off task. So, but I was like, I took a shit. It doesn't matter. Your time off task, make sure
that guy was dying.
Yeah, and if you do that enough, it's grounds for them to fire you. And guess what? They do that shit. And guess what? Nobody can do anything about it because monopolies and things that are bad but good for the people who make so much money. Yeah. This is not a political opinion. This is the fact. A fact. Amazon fires people who have to take a shit too much. Fact. Worked there, been there.
You should start posting videos on your channel again, but just
political
make videos
stuff
about how shitty Amazon is.
I have considered it. I almost did it. I recorded one time.
Dude, that would be hilarious if you just made an entire YouTube channel based on how to you could talk about how shitty they are, but then also you need to start figuring out ways to get around their shitty tactics.
Yeah,
so the employees there would just every employee that worked at Amazon, you would be like their favorite channel. They'd get all the ways where they can skip work and poop on company time.
Yeah. No, dude.
You could teach them that.
There was something that was in the news I got so mad at that happened after I was already canned. And I got so mad about it, and I made a 20-minute recording, and in the editing software, looking at it I can't post this anywhere. I can't do it. I wasn't not because I was off base, just because I just made it again. We make this choice. I made this choice. I broke it tonight. I'm sorry, but we make this choice not to really get into that kind of stuff. So, yeah. They make me mad, man. But at the same time, if my unreasonable grounds for being fired never happened, then we wouldn't be here today. So I'm almost thankful that it happened. So it's fine, man. We're here.
It's whatever.
I'd rather be here than there. I was there, and now I'm not, and I'm here, and I'd rather be here. So that's good.
I'm so glad you're here.
Thanks. I'm glad you're here too.
Cool. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you something else. Man, it was it's more about that Mario Kart thing. I don't really want to talk about it right now because we're making a video.
Yeah, we're
about
making
it
videos
tomorrow. But that is very interesting. That entire situation. That they were gonna make it it's a Switch 1 game, Mario Kart World.
Save it tomorrow.
I won't go any further in, but that is nuts. It's nuts.
Did we say hi to Coffee with Caffeinated Diabetic? I don't think we did. What's up, man? Good to see you.
I think so. I just assumed that he knows that we say
hi. Hey. What's
hi.
up?
Hey. What's up?
A lot of comments. Can't keep up. Sorry. It's too many. Why was there a 360, the Xbox Series X, PlayStation 2, 3, 4, 5? I feel like they're having their own conversation and there's nothing we can add, which is fine. And by the way, whoever's been saying no in the polls the past few weeks, someone's always saying no, and I can't tell if it's a lull, somebody's trying to make a joke, or there's somebody who still to this day hate watching us, which I think would be better if that was the case.
They're out there.
I know they're out there. They let their presence be known every time we post a video.
I can't stand listening to them speak. They're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it's one of those guys or just somebody who's like Joe comes in here and just says no every time and dislikes.
Oh, maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
And here's how I know we're doing the right thing. Even though one of the videos we did recently got a lot of hate and a lot of dislikes on it as well, the live stream version of that episode, 30 plus likes and 1 dislike. So I'm the people who actually matter are people who are hanging out in these live streams who enjoy the content. who we make this show for, you guys are loving it. So we know we're doing the right thing, even though sometimes you guys are clickbaiters. I'm like, all right, cool, enjoy. Drink that hate, drink that haterade. It's all good.
Sometimes you gotta just, you gotta go fishing. Sometimes.
We need like a fishing sound.
I wish I had it again. We need an official list taker too.
We do need an official. I vote my sister.
We got a lookup guy. We need an official list taker.
She's
of the things we're like, man, we got to get that. We need that on the soundboard.
Yeah, sister, if you're still in the chat,
we need that. We always say that,
You're
and then
the
we
official
never
list
remember until the next time we're live, and we're like, fuck.
I say it out loud to hope that somebody remembers, because it's not going to be me. But if I put it out there, someone can remember who has better memory than me.
All right. Well, we're looking for an official list maker.
Yeah.
You guys want to be the official list maker?
Submit your application to Discord.
Yeah, Discord. It's in the description. But I think. Oh wait.
I'm a frequent masturbator, Coca baby.
I mean, James makes all the thumbnails and the titles for this channel.
We're doing like 3 episodes a week now, so I masturbate
he
like
is the
3 times a week.
That's for sure. Yeah, he's the masturbator. There's no.
I'm the masturbator. I mean, it's what I do.
Wait, list for what? Okay, the list would be everything we say that we need to do that we completely forget about until the next show, and then we're like, fuck.
Yeah, us, but better versions of us.
Like as we're live here, and I say, "Damn, I wish I had that on the soundboard."
Yeah,
and then we say it again like the next week, like, "I wish I had that on the soundboard." We never remember. We need a list taker.
David, is this David? Is this your application, David? I used to edit and do things years ago for online people. I mean, we don't need an editor. That's my job around these parts, David. But I mean, if you want to be our masturbator.
I mean, yeah. Somebody to help us make titles? Is that what you mean? Why are you saying it weird? Stop. Good God. This has gone off the rails. Jeeves no longer allowed to pregame. Good Lord.
I thought this was great.
No, yeah, it's good. It's good.
Oh, my God.
I'm just being funny.
You're hired, David.
Y'all need a virtual assistant. Yeah.
A masturbator.
Oh, speaking of that, I know you hate Amazon.
Yeah.
But Alexa Plus, have you seen?
No, I haven't. There you go.
Listen, that's going to be the absolute best thing that's ever happened to me.
Why is that?
Instead of just being what she is now, it's going to be like full-on AI conversation, like in-depth memory, all the things. Like it knows things about you, remembers things about you. That's going to make my life so much. I'm just going to be like, listen, I have ADHD. Go look that up. Figure out what that is. Then you need to know everything about it. So when I forget shit and I'm not doing the things I need to do, you know what it is. Like, I'm just going to teach her all that. It's going to be great. I don't know if that's going to go that well, but it's going to go pretty well. Pretty excited for it.
Hope so.
The thing is, you can only get it on the new Alexas right now. It's going to go to everything soon. But if I go spend, like $130 on one of the Alexas that it's on, I could have it now.
Don't do that.
But I'm like, I don't really want to do that.
Don't do that. Pay your editor
waiting.
first.
I keep asking her, like, hey,
pay your editor first.
When's the better version of you gonna be here? And I feel bad asking her, you know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe next month. I feel bad, but I'm excited for that.
Man, I haven't had a good laugh like that in a while. I don't know why that just tickled my fancy so much. It does. I'm a child, I guess.
That is true.
Oh my God. All right. You guys are here's the problem. You guys are asking good questions and having good things to say for a normal night, but right now I just want to keep talking about how we need a masturbator. Like this is the struggle I'm having. Like, you guys want to be serious in the chat right now? I want to talk about needing a masturbator.
We don't need that.
Because it's really hard to bait yourself all the time. Like, I don't really want to sit there and masturbate myself all the time. I need somebody else to go out and bait. You know, I don't want to do it myself. And when I get to at a certain point, I'm gonna get to a certain age where, you know, you might need some assistance with baiting. You might need help with it sometimes. There's gonna be a day where it happens. Okay. It's not right this moment, but if I drink enough of these, it might just be. So, you know, I think that's where we should end the show tonight.
Yes.
Submit your applications to be the Triple G official masturbator. There's a space in there. Dirty dogs. And you guys are having great. By the way, but on a serious note, if you're loving talking with each other right now in the chat, make sure to be part of our Discord server. Let me make a link right now. Invite people. Copy. Get in this server and chat with each other in the server. The stream chat doesn't end when the live stream does. You can get in the Discord. There's a general area in Discord. You can just chat
Jeff
it up.
made clips. Damn it. You put them in the Discord. If you want to go check those out, Jeff already put them in the Discord. Perfect timing.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks everybody for watching. Just do a format. Oh, you
just did a format.
They're talking about stuff.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, get in there.
Yeah, get in Discord. Join Discord. Chat it up. We chat as well in Discord. We're pretty normal dudes outside of when I pregame and talk about needing people to apply for the masturbate position that we have open. So thank you guys so much for being here tonight. If I got drunk, I could do comedy. And we'll see you guys next week.
Later. Hey, stick around. Dudes and Monsters Live. We're going there.
Actually, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning, by the way. Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, Mario Kart 9. Switch 1 game. Crazy.